Because you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you suck at command blocks. And it's hard. I mean, what is all this junk supposed to mean? But just like all things in life, there's a quick and simple YouTube tutorial for it all. I'm gonna take you from a command block noob to a command block pro. After watching this tutorial, you may not feel like the greatest command block person in the world. You'll definitely be better at it. But command blocks, along with like redstone, is just one of those things that everybody kind of accepts that they're not good at for some reason. So knowing some basics will set you apart from the rest. So let's start simple. First, you need to give yourself a command block. Press slash on your keyboard, okay? And if you're on console, so sorry, this is not the tutorial for you. It'll have a slash right there already, and do slash give. You can do @s, which means self. @a means all players. @p means the closest player. @r means our random player. And @e means every living thing. We'll talk about that more later. Right now, you'll either want to do @s or just type in your username like that and type in command_block. And when you have a like highlighted thing like that, you can just press tab and it'll complete it for you. Then press enter and boom, it gave me a command block. That's pretty cool. So now you can place it down. Remember, you can only be in creative mode to use command block. Inside of here, we'll want to do our first command with the block, of course. We just barely did a command to give us the command block. Commands that we do like with chat are the exact same as ones that we do with the command block. There are absolutely no differences whatsoever. So in here we'll do slash, and you don't need the slash in here, you can just do TP, but slash TP @s for our player again, and let's put hopefully I'll be able to find this later. All right, and we will give ourselves a button because a command block works just as all redstone components do. Shift and you place the button on, and then let's click it. Nothing happened. No entity was found. So when you type in @s in this command block, it thinks that it means it. @s to the command block is, oh yeah, that's me, the command block. But that's not right. So we want to do awesome player 98. And like that, oh, I'm in a completely random spot. Yeah, maybe remember your position before you do that one. In fact, we can even do slash TP @s and then the position that we wanted. But I don't remember the exact location, so let's just find it again. Or we just set up another one on this really cool floating island. So that's better. But for example, what happens if I wanted to teleport myself 10 blocks higher than I was already? Okay, now this part is important. I do TP @s, and if I don't know my current coordinates, or if I always wanted to do 10 blocks above me, then tilde. This squiggly line is called a tilde, and it's very important in command blocks. You might have seen them before, and what that means is current position for that number. So for example, I press F3, shows me my coordinates, all right? 500, 126, -280. That's where I am right now. If I do slash TP, and then if I wanted to, I could set that to the same and then just do 10 blocks higher than me because the Y goes up by 10, you see? Instead of 26, I do 36. But it's much quicker and easier if you do this. If I were to do tilde, 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 those three, see how it highlights? That means where I am right now. If I do that, nothing happened. It just teleported me to exactly where I was. But if I wanted to add 10, you just, no spaces, you just add a 10 to that. Or if I wanted to do like -1 on one of them, yeah, you just do a minus and then that number. And when I do it, boom, it teleports me up there. What happens if I want a command block to do that? For example, you can make a cool like bouncy command to make yourself bounce up and down a bunch. How to do that is you type in execute. Now execute, I know that it looks scary and is kind of a technical word, but you can get it. Execute as, and then awesome player 98. So what that does is whatever command this command block will run, will do it as if I was doing it. So that's what the as awesome player 98 means. I type in run. This is the command we want to run. TP tilde, tilde 10, tilde. This is now saying, pretend as though we're also player 98 and teleport him up 10 above his position every time. Okay, I'm going to put a button on this now, okay? And if I go like over here, oh no, I need to get up. So I want to press the button to get higher than I am right now, right? Be careful. But wait a second, I spawned on top of the command block. And I just barely said that when you use tilde, it'll go off of your position. That's because, once again, the command block is the one running it. When it sees that tilde, 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 it thinks those tildes are from its position. So what you gotta add is execute as awesome player 98 at awesome player 98. So whatever tildes it'll have from there on out, it will be your position. So if I were to do that now, and I were to go over here, and I press the button, boom. right above myself again. Now this is important because what happens if I didn't want to do it at there? What happens if I had like a friend online I want to type in their username? Or for example, how could I make this do it to like a skeleton? Maybe I'd want to teleport right to a skeleton. All these things we can do with command blocks, but we're not quite there yet. We actually need to really quick focus on what we can do with these tildes, besides teleporting ourselves above ourselves or whatever. Okay, press F3 on your keyboard. So sorry if you're playing Bedrock, yeah, this isn't gonna work. You see this multicolored thing in the center? It has the red, the blue, and the green. Red is the X direction, or the first number in your coordinates. Green is Y, the second number in your coordinates. And finally, blue is Z, or the last number. Now, whenever you're following one of these, for example, I'm following red right now. You see how it's like going out and I'm like going in the same direction as it? That increases the first value. If I were to go up, just like the way Y is facing, then the center value would increase. If we were to go the opposite of these, now I'm going away from Z, that would make it more negative. If I were to go away from X, then that would make it smaller as well. If I were to go down from Y, then that would make that smaller as well, and I'd be going down. These coordinates can really help you. So, for example, if I wanted to, let's do slash TP at S, because that's ourselves, tilde 1, tilde 1. Now, which direction would I be going in? Because the values are moving outwards on each end, that means I'm gonna move forward. See how I'm looking diagonally in between a positive X and a positive Z? And here I set this to be a positive 1X and a positive Z. Boom. I moved one block forward. If I do it again, if you press T to get here and then you press up arrow, you can do your last done command. In fact, you can do this to see all of the commands that you've done so far using the up and down arrows. It's really useful. Let's get to the really important command. We're going to fill in a certain amount of blocks here. So for example, if I wanted grass blocks in like a rectangle thing, then I could place it like this. But that takes a while, of course. So instead what we do is slash fill, tilde, 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 which means it starts on where we're standing. So yes, the square is going to spawn inside of us a little bit, but we can just walk out of it. Next, tilde 3, tilde 3, tilde 3. And we want this to be a 4x4 square. The reason we're putting 3s here is because, think about it. If we're starting on the block that we're starting on, then that's already one block. If we were to go on one more than that, then that's 2. And if we were to go on 2 blocks from the start, then that's 3. So if we want to go 4 blocks on from the start, we have to put 3s here. Because remember, 0 is a number as well. And finally, you type in grass underscore block here. And we press enter. And boom, this thing spawns. Very quick and easy. We can do it again because we have that saved. We can do it again. I don't know why you'd want to make whatever these are. Look kind of ugly by me. Now, if we wanted a square in the other direction, what we could just do is we could have negative and negative. We're not putting a negative on the second value because that would make it inside the ground. And boom. It spawned in the other direction of us. Finally, if we don't like these, what we can do is we nestle in this corner a bit, and we do the exact same command, but we say air. So there's no deleting blocks in Minecraft. There's just changing a block to air. Air is a block. Oh my goodness, now we're getting into some of the harder commands. But don't worry, they're not too hard. You can do it. Say I really like this tree and I'm too lazy to use a sapling, I guess. I don't know why. So what we do is we get in this corner again, remember, we want to try to be most like negative corner of it. So we like follow these negative things until we're in the corner of it. So then whenever we look out at the object, then it's positive, positive. So right here, because we want to start from here, this tree, we want to get all of the tree from this corner to that corner, then we start in that corner. We press slash clone this time, okay? And we do tilde, 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 because we're starting in this corner. Tilde 4, because we're moving 5 blocks that way. Tilde, tilde 4, because we're moving 4 blocks up. And tilde 4, because we're moving 4 blocks that way. So we clone that to, I kind of want to move it a bit to like the left of me, kind of more behind me. So I'm gonna do a negative 5. I want to move it 5 blocks away. Tilde, tilde. We do enter. And just like that, we've cloned it from here to here. Oh, but I have made a mistake. And that's okay, you'll make plenty of mistakes during this. I should have gone up 5 blocks instead of 4 blocks. See how these blocks didn't get transferred over? So we can just do that again, stand in this corner, and press up to do that, and this time we'll just change that to a 5. Enter. And boom, way better. And now finally, the last simple command that I'm going to teach you, this one can help you with a lot of stuff. If just knowing these few simple commands and having a little bit of creativity, you can do lots of things. It's really cool. Say I wanted to teleport to the nearest skeleton, okay? What I can do is execute, as AwesomePlayer98, because it's going to be teleporting me, @E, which means every entity or every like mob or creature. But I don't want to teleport to every single thing in the game. I want to teleport to the nearest skeleton. So what I do right here is I put this bracket thing. I do type equals skeleton. This is how you get specific types of mobs or stuff. Then I want to do it to the nearest. So I do comma limit equals 1, because I only want to teleport to one skeleton. I don't want to teleport to a bunch of skeletons. And finally, comma sort equals nearest, because I want to teleport to the nearest one. One last thing, it doesn't really make sense in this scenario, but if I wanted to teleport to something with a specific name tag, I could say name equals like that, and it would teleport me to whatever had that name tag. But the skeletons don't have name tags in this scenario, so you just close it off with a bracket. And remember to do run TP tilde, because I want to teleport to it. Put a stone button on, and oh my goodness, there was one in a cave here. And now, with those simple commands, you can do a lot of things now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want a part 2 for even more advanced commands, which I do know some of those, make sure to comment so, and make sure to subscribe. And if you want to have really good redstone skills to go along with that, make sure to click the video right here. Or if you'd like Minecraft secrets, then maybe click the video to the left instead. Anyway, see ya.